We don't understand what menus should be. So here's my idea, and here is my tried and true, trial and error understanding definition of what your menu should do. Your menu, all it should say is how long the service is going to be and how much it costs. That's it. Your website is where you can give your descriptions, you can customize it, you can give the magic words, you can say everything that you need to say about what it includes in the service. But your menu that you hand out and allow people to take with them should not be a book, nor should it be a size of a restaurant menu. It should be very simple. Samantha is my esthetician at Blue Tangerine. This is her menu. This is the one that I always tell people about. It is the most simplest menu out there. It should be, I'm a fan of one page, and this is a half page. So I don't even have a regular piece of paper to show you, but this is a half page. You have a waxing only salon. Do you have menus? You don't have menus. Your thoughts on that? So the reason I like her menu is because this is, Celine, give me a piece of paper, mama. Okay. This is something that can fit in my purse, and it's very simple. It's only front and back. And she even says at the end or at the bottom, which I love, for additional information or skincare detailed descriptions, go to our website. The biggest problem is that I want this to be what my clients hand to their friends. I'm her client, so I run around with this, and I tell people all the time, this is the most cutest menu I've ever seen, and it's the most simplest menu that I've ever seen, because a lot of us would never be able to fit all of our skincare and waxing services just on this side. And then her backside, she has massage and nails. We would never be able to do that because we want to do elaborate. We want to have multiple choices. It's not about that. Simple is better. So if you have a lot of too much information, if you've never been in my mastermind class or you've never been able to show, or not been able to see what it is, you know, my thing is that if it's more than a front and back, it's too much. It doesn't need to open up. We're not a restaurant. We don't need to have this big old menu. The other thing is that you're confusing your clients if you're giving them options. I'm a fan of no options. I have one facial. That's it. Our last skincare mastermind class, we had a girl in there who does what I say. She has a customized facial, but she gives people options based off of time. So if they don't want to spend a lot of money, she has a 30-minute, a 60-minute, and a 90-minute facial. All different prices, but it's still customized. So you're not going to know what's going on because she does it based off of when you come in and what your skin looks like. So if you are trying to figure out a way to give options, to me, that's the most sensible way to do it. I like my one, but if you have clients that are going to be picky off of how much they're going to spend, then fine. There's a 30-minute treatment. It's still customized because you're not going to be able to go to the client or esthetician next door and get it done, or esthetician across the street. I'll give you 30 minutes, but it's not going to be the same as your 90-minute, you know? And the problem with giving your clients options based off of the service treatment, they don't know what it means. Even when you give them a description, they don't know what that means. They don't know. They come to you, expert, to say, what do I need to fix? How can I get my skin better? Whether you tell them or whether you show them, they still don't understand. What they understand is their skin getting better? Is it different from the time they came in to the time they left? How can they get it to stay the way that you have it? What products do they need to use? That's it. We overthink it. And that's why I say a lot of us confuse our clients because we, at the same time, don't want them to be treated or don't want them to come in and have to choose, but we still give them the option. That's confusing. If you don't know you're confusing your clients, the minute any client, 1, 2, 3, or 4, ask you, well, what service do you think, and they're looking at the menu, what service do you think I should get? Your menu's too confusing. So if you've ever had a client say that to you, they're holding your service menu, they're looking at the price, they're looking at the treatments, and then they say, well, I'm not really sure which one I should get. What do you think? Your menu's confusing. And that's a simple, easy thing to do. So, you know, really, really start thinking about your communication level, how you communicate, and what you communicate. And that's it. It won't be too confusing. But if you're confusing your customers now, take a step back and say, okay, I need to revamp and Rethink about how I am truly talking to my people, how I'm giving information to them, how they're receiving information, and how they are processing it and then coming in. Or are they not, and they're just confused and they say, forget it. Because I think the more simple you make things, the easier it is for your clients to be consistent. I'm not giving you a choice. I'm going to let you know what you need. And clients want that. They want that. They want to feel like they are number one. You don't have any other clients before or after them. And that's it. Really start thinking about how simple you can make a lot of your choices for your clients, but making it so simple that they don't have to worry about anything else. They don't have to worry about, stuff that they don't need to, I'm a fan of having your clients call if they need products, setting it out for them. I've been to spas where the esthetician has been in the room and then they are in a salon and their clients come by and get stuff. And if they're in a client, and there's been 2 that I've been to where they have just kind of a notebook on their door, especially when they're in session, and clients are able to write a note and slide it underneath the door. If she's not busy or the client's masking, she's able to get it, write it, and then send it right back out. Or she's able to get it and then she has information. I've been to spas where the solo esthetician has been in a salon setting and clients come by and pick up their products. It's in a nice little bag. Their name is on it and it's right outside the door. I mean, you really got to think outside the box when you start working for yourself so that your money is consistently streaming through, whether it's products, whether it's service, whether it's consultations. I mean, client appreciation. You have all kinds of different ways that you can get income, but you got to keep it going and you got to get outside the box. I'm not a fan of looking at what other spas are doing. I don't care what other estheticians are doing. What they're doing is great, but I don't need to focus on it. I'm not going to focus on what she's pricing over there, what their price is over there, and what their price is. It doesn't affect me. I don't have time to focus on that. So what I'm going to do is put all my energy, effort into what I'm doing for that to be successful. Once you get the focus off of others and onto yourself, everything changes. Which is, again, I can't, keep piping on my mastermind, but that's the environment that I create. I want you to focus on what you're doing. I don't want you to look at what anyone else is doing. You can get ideas, but I want you to tell me how much you make every month. I want you to tell me how much you're discounting every month. I want to know the numbers. And then I'm going to tell you why you're not making the kind of money you want. Because you gave this much money away in January, you gave this much money away in February. So, that's the kind of help that a lot of us don't really want to get until we get desperate. And I've had 2 desperate estheticians who were on the verge of letting go of their businesses because they just did not have that business side. And you got to have the business side. I've been talking about this all year long. Yep. You do. You have to put on the blinders when it starts talking about other people's businesses. And even when you like it, I've noticed that because I've liked, look, I can tell you right now, I've liked I think I have over almost 2,000 different fan pages that I liked, almost. And I don't even focus on those. Every now and then I'll go and look and see what people are doing. But for the most part, I don't ever say anything. But get outside the box. Don't confuse your people anymore.